Good morning to one and all. This is Bhupendra Singh Mandoi, Assistant Professor at the School of Computer IPS Academy, India. Today, we will implement single linked list using C language. So, I am going to share my screen. So, first, we have to use main function. So, we have to use main function void main. In main function, we will use modular programming. So, we have to call functions in main function, and we will provide a menu like options. For example, when user will press 1, then our node will be added at first position into single linked list. When we press 2, then our node will added at last position into single linked list. When user press 3, then we can traverse a linked list. When user press again 1, then our node will added at first position. When user again enter 2, then our node will added at last position. When user want to quit from this program, so press 0. For this type of application, we have to use switch case. So I have to write here infinite while loop while 1, if we pass any non-zero number, that will be always true. When we pass 0 instead of 1, then condition will be false. In C language, 0 means false and non-zero numbers are true. So here we are providing a menu printf /n for new line, enter 1 for add first, node, or enter 1 for add new node at first position in our linked list. Enter 2 for display /n, enter 0 for exit, enter 0 for exit this infinite loop. So we have to enter 1, 2 or 0. So printf, we will give choice to user. For this, you have to write enter your choice. What you want to perform. You want to add first node, or you want to display, or you want to quit. So enter your choice. Enter your choice. Enter your choice. We have to enter any number which will control switch case statement. So our choice is in integer form. So we have to read any integer value from the keyboard. For this, I have to read a number m, and I have to declare and here of type integer. Now use switch case statement. In switch we pass the variable n. If user will press 1, so we have to write case 1. In case 1 we have to write logic for add new node at first position. So I have to call a user defined function add first. Add first is a user defined function and use a break statement so that we can run only case 1. If user will press 2, then your linked list will be displayed. So we have to use case 2 and call a function like this. This is also user defined function and use break for run only display function. And when user will press 0, then this infinite loop will be exit. For this we have to call inbuilt function exit and we have to pass 0 in this. Exit function is declared in process.h header file. So we will include required header file as include process.h header file. Now we have to call add first function or we have to provide definition of add first function. So we will write definition of add first position before main function. So no need to declare additionally. So write first add first function and provide the definition. In add first function, we have to create node and we will set data into node, and after that we have to add at first position. So we have to declare node here. So node is a variable of type structure. So we have to declare node, and node is a structure type of variable. So we have to create here structure. For creating structure we have to use struct keyword and provide the name of structure. So here name is list and our node will contain two things. One is information, which is integer type info, and second is address of next node of same list type element. So we have to use self-referential structure here. So we have to write struct list and provide a internal pointer called link. We can write any variable name in the place of link, where we can write a, b, c or any. So this is the declaration of node. Here node is a variable of type structure and node contains two things, or node having two parts. First part is information, second part is the address of next node. Now here we are creating single linked list. In single linked list there is a additional or external pointer variable is called start, which contains address of first node. So here we need a start variable. We need start variable start variable of type node which can hold the address of first node. But here node is not a predefined keyword or any data type, so we want to create user defined data type. So we have to write type def keyword before the declaration of struct before the declaration of node. Now we are able to create variable or variables of type node. So we need a PTR variables for holding address of any node. Now I want to declare one more variable which can also useful in our any function. So here node is declared as a global variable. So this node variable is accessible in whole program or in whole application, or we can use this node in any function. So first of all, here we have to create node. For creating node, we have to write here a message for what the going on. In this printf, we have to write allocate memory for new node at runtime. New node, new node, new node. Okay. At runtime, malloc function will provide the memory for new node. So here we have to write node pointer and how much memory we require. So we have to write here size of operator, which will calculate the required memory bytes for creating a node, and malloc function will return the address of created node. So we have to assign in variable ptr. So the address will store in ptr variable. Now I want to set information part into node. So I want to show here message which will be going on. So we have to write here enter data into new node. So data will be resides in information part of node. So I have to use here scanf function for reading data from the keyboard, and information part of node is a type integer. So we have to read integer data from the keyboard, and here data is a local variable which we have to declare in at first function. So declare data, and here we used malloc function which is declared in alloc.h header file. So we have to include another header file which called alloc.h. And if we are using clr function, then we have to include connew.h and for printf we have to include stdio.h stdio.h header file. So sequence of header files is not mandatory. We can write in any sequence. So here data should be set in ptr pointer info part. So we have to write ptr pointer info equal to data. Now our node is ready. Now we have to check what is the position of linked list. So in this case, linked list might be null or may not be null. So if linked list will be null, then our start pointer variable will be null. Null is a null pointer. So if linked list having no node, so we have to set address of ptr into start pointer variable. So we have to write, for this we have to write start is equal to ptr, because ptr contains address of created node. Now if start contains address of first node and linked list having only one node, so we have to set link part of that node is null, because linked list having only one node. So in linked list every last node address part contains null value. So we have to write here start pointer link equal to null. So here our node is completely added, so we have to return from this position. So this code will add first node at first position, new node at first position when our linked list will be empty. What happen when linked list having some node, might be one node or more than one node. In this case, we have to set link part of ptr variable equal to start, because start having the address of first node. So in this line we have to set link part of last node, link part of ptr node having the address of first node. But right now start is not holding the actual address of ptr or first node, which is already added. So we have to write here start is equal to start equal to ptr. Now start is pointing to first node and node is successfully added at beginning of linked list or at first position. So it is complete code for add new node at first position into linked list. Now we are going to display our linked list. So we have to write a definition of disp function. So in the process of displaying linked list, two cases might be possible. Linked list may be empty. So when linked list will be empty, when start contains what? Null value. So we have to provide only here message that printf linked list is empty /n linked list is empty, and we have to return here return from this control block. what happened when linked list having one node or more than one node? That means linked list is not null. So we have to traverse linked list from first node to last node. For this, we have to use another variable which called log, and we have to set address of first node in log variable. So we have to write log equal to start, and linked list having, or might be possible linked list having multiple elements or multiple nodes. So we have to traverse linked list using the loop. So we are using here loop while loop not become null, until loop not become the null. And in this loop we have to print information part of node. So we have to write here /n %d /t for providing space on same line. Or I think here no need to write /t, and we have to pass here log pointer info, log pointer info, and we have to move first node to second node or next node. So we have to write here log equal to log pointer length. It will work as a counter variable. It will work as a counter variable. Now we have to first save our program, and we are going to compile. So our program is compiled successfully. Before compilation, I will use here clear screen function, CLR. Yes, we can write here also CLRSCR. So again we have to save our program, and we have to again compile. So compile successfully, then we have to run our program. So here we have an option, or user have an option. When user will enter 1, then new node will be created and will be added at first position into single linked list. In any way, when linked list will be empty or linked list having number of nodes, your node will be added at first position successfully. When user will press 2, then linked list will be shown to users. When user will press 0, then this program will be exit. Now I want to add new node at first position. So we have to enter 1. Here a message is showing allocate memory for new node and enter data into new node. So I am entering 100. Okay. So again message is showing multiple options. Again you want to enter a new node, or you want to display linked list, or you want to exit. I want to again press 1. I want to again add new node which is 200. Okay. Now I want to display my linked list. So linked list should be display 200, then 100, 200 and 100. So press 2. Okay. We are missing something. So press 0 for exit, and we will check our program what we have missed. Why Case 2 is not running. Display function and break. Why our control is not moving to definition of disk? Void disk start equal to now. Just wait. We are the we are just checking what is going on. Enter data. Data will be stored successfully. Loop not equal to null and percent d. Loop pointer info. Loop is equal to loop pointer link. I think there is no issue. We have to write here one more message. Linked list each slash n linked list each. This case to this. Just for a moment, I will comment CLR function right now. Again, I will save our program and compile again and run again. So first, I am going to add new node at first position 100. Again, I want to add new node 200. Now I want to display our linked list. So linked list is 200 and 100. I want to again enter new node at first position, that will be 500. Again I want to display my linked list, so output will be 500, 200 and 100. So our program is successfully run. Just you have to try. When you will see this video multiple times, then you will be in the position to write successfully single linked list. So if you learn data structure or single linked list here, then please subscribe my channel and forward this video to your friends, so they also get benefited. Okay, thank you all of you.